they could put us back in shackles again and lead us around this city, lead us around this. I believe so. Because we haven't done what is necessary to protect ourselves. We can't even protect our children on the street. Look, at the 4th grade level, it is determined how many prisons to build upstate New York.
Facts.
Determine how many of our children will be living upstate New York. You have Wackenhut, which is one of the richest company. They sell stocks based on your children going to prison. And when they do go to prison, they have investors invest in that. Even when I let out your child will be coming back in 3 years. Most of these gigantic companies, they are investing in prisoners. If you want to make some money, and of course we don't want to make that kind of money, because we will be investing in us going to prison. But we have to be willing to cut into that wicked system that seeks to incarcerate instead of to educate. And how we do that, we have to get involved with our community. Most of us, we come into a community, we buy a home, we buy a car, we have a little grass on our lawn, and we feel that we have hit the big time.
And trinkets.
We feel like the problems don't exist anymore. But we have to realize that even if you have your child, and you're preparing your child, remember your child don't live in a vacuum. And if you don't take care of the next 10 children who are around your child will then become a victim.
That's right.
Because you failed to plan for those who didn't have people to plan for them. My soccer program, these children and their parents, they think they come to learn soccer. Soccer is just a tool, we draw them to come to the field, but then they're learning black nationalism.
That's right.
I remember 2 years ago, every one of my players who were all about 19 at that point sent me birthday wishes. And every single one of them was quoting Marcus Garvey as they wished me happy birthday. You know, but I can say honestly, if it weren't for me, if it weren't for Francois Mackendal in Haiti in 1751, who decided to make a sacrifice, we wouldn't have seen the Haitian Revolution.
That's right.
And if we did not see the Haitian Revolution, all the other revolutions that took place after that, we wouldn't have seen them. Honestly, if he didn't prepare the ground for Bookman, Bookman wouldn't have been able to prepare the grounds for Dessalines. And Dessalines prepared the ground for Marcus Garvey and so many others. So we're here now. We're at this point in our generation. We have to wonder, what are we going to do to make a difference? Boy, one story that let me keep working every time, each time I think about it, is the fact that my friend had owned the Marcus Garvey Center on Church Avenue in Brooklyn. And downstairs from him was a Korean store. And the Korean gentleman said, you know, I own 7 of these stores. He said, where do you get the money from to own these stores? He said, the Korean Association gives it to me. He said, they give me any amount I want. I make sure I pay them back so the next Korean can get a loan. So my friend said, since we're good friends, can you introduce me to the Korean Association so I can get a loan? The gentleman said, no. Korean Association for Korean people. Where's the Black Association?
UNIA ACL.
It's right here. It's right here. But oftentimes, we're asking ourselves, what can our organizations do for us? What about what we're going to do for our organization to make it strong, to prepare for our future and our children?
That's right.
And that's what we're asking. We're asking each and every one of you. Even if you belong to an organization, it's okay. The UNIA was set up as a government. When Garvey was here, it was operated as a government in transition. It's still structured that same way. We just need enough of you to come home, and to come home to try and make a difference. You know, we have a few things coming up. Raymond was supposed to start his presentation, but apparently one of his children took his machine and he has another machine there which he's not quite versed on. So we're going to move along until he's ready. I have a community program, a radio program. It's called Community Focus on 93.5 FM. We would like for you to listen. We would like for you to join. The only purpose of the radio program is to reach our community, talk to our community, address the issues that other programs are not is talking about. We went to DC 2 weeks ago, and it was amazing how many people were there, how many of us. It was so good seeing not only black men, but black women and black children, and everybody participating. It's a wonderful thing. But if you realize, the media was not there. Most of the so-called media was not there. They said they believe in freedom and liberty and everything, but you don't believe in the black man's freedom? Wouldn't that be something that's actually worthy of the news? Should that be all scattered all over the news? It was barely covered. Some people said they weren't satisfied with Farrakhan. They thought that he should have given more of a detailed outline of what should we do next. But I think we're dealing with so many people. You know, 20 years ago, Farrakhan gave a mandate for us to go back into our communities and get involved, to build strong organizations. We never did. So he had to call us back again. And still we're going to him looking for the guidance. When all that we need isn't with us, we just have to get involved at this level, plan for ourselves, and make it happen for ourselves. Some people still wondering about the or else. Or else.
The or else is us.
Or else. You know what? It's not coming. It's not coming. The only way these people will give us reparation is if we can take it. It's not coming. So we basically have to prepare ourselves. And first thing we have to do, we have to organize ourselves and be ready to receive reparation. And first, we have to repair us first before we get ready to receive anything else.
That's right.
Again, it's the commitment to yourself. It's the commitment to your race. The commitment to your community. So on December 5th, we're going to have our Buy Black program. The program is going to be inside PS270. We're going to have a lot more information about that. March 3rd to 6th, that's when we have our high executive council meeting of the UNIA. We're going to have that in Pennsylvania. On March 23rd, 2016, we'll make the exact date 100 years ago that Marcus Garvey landed in New York City. We're going to have a program for that. August 16th through 21st, we're going to have the convention here in New York City. And August 20th, we're going to have our red, black, and green ball. Please keep the dates in mind. We're going to reach out with you. We're going to reach out to you with more information, and we hope you can definitely be a part of it and help to uplift our program, to uplift our children, to uplift our people. Sister Adrian, the minutes. Would you mind reading the minutes for me?
You want him to?
No, I'm going to talk for minutes. It's here. Come on up, please.
Brother Quabana.
Hotep, brothers and sisters, good evening.
What's going on, brother?
The Universal Ethiopian anthem was collectively sung. Second, community focus, WWVIP, 93.5 FM, Irie Jam Radio. Mr. Duncan will be presenting and advocating on behalf of the UNA every Monday and Tuesday. a recap. And thirdly, we had a recap of Justice or Else. Mr. Marcia was highly critical of Minister Farrakhan's presentation in that he made all these valid points on various issues, but he never got to the all or else part. She, like many others attending, were looking for him to provide various alternatives or action plan to be taken to bring us from point A to point C or D, etc. Sister Marcia bought us 3 posters of Marcus Garvey for our building. Brother Duguay acknowledged Sister Adrian, who mentioned that we can take copies of the pictures and make large frames of them for exhibit purposes. Brother Duncan commented, if you are looking for the A to Z solution, you don't have it. We've got to, what he got from Minister Farrakhan's presentation was to go back and join an organization to do something about it, about the issues in our community. We need to go back and remain committed, join an organization that is committed to the upliftment of our people. Therefore, in building an economic base, we need a strongly defended structure or paradigm. President Duncan's perspective on the trip to DC was that the trip was a good one, good trip. He started out vibing. However, it was almost World War II on the bus. Some women agreed with Minister Farrakhan, some disagreed. By listening to the minister, he said everything that we would like to say. I am tired of seeing valuable meetings not being productive because our people don't come out to support. Mr. Farrakhan made a call 20 years ago. We didn't get it or follow through. About 20 years, we should have had an organization that has a building and activities in place that were addressing some of our needs. What we are hoping for is to convince 2 to 3 or 4 of them to join a group. I drew back on what he said about King, about a dream. When Dr. King realized that we were no longer looking to be able to follow that philosophy which the country should take, he had to change course and began talking about economics. That is when he was taken away. He changed his approach, saying we had to divest from the banks, create for our own selves. We want to build up our group. We want to relieve some of the burden from Sister Adrian, from Brother Raymond, all the leaders that we took from different groups, we recruited to investors and greeters. We were able to vibe with a few people. The object of going there was to get a few good souls to join up and do something good. We are hoping that after people have gone there, we can come back from there and say we are committed to make a difference. We already know what we are looking for. Find an organization in your community and join them. There is some place for you. We are addressing some issues that your group might not be addressing. We address economics. Even before I got to the rally, I knew what I wanted to get from it. We have to get our people to get out and be involved. We need to incorporate small business or economic venture, training in how to follow a business plan. We need to go to the precinct housing meetings. The police housing meetings and community board meetings are a place where old folks are making their complaints and encouraging the police to be harsh and focused on our youth. The school system, we can see that children are set up to fail. We want to increase the membership so that we can have a representative go to the precinct meeting every month so that we can have an impact on what's going on there. This is why we are pushing the economic piece. Anyway, I shall now defer to Brother Duguay to continue on the agenda.